Hello YouTube, it's Jomari React and welcome to my channel. So magbibigay ako ng reaction dito sa most horrific natural disaster caught on dashcam. So wag natin patagalin to, umpisa na natin ito.
On August 29th of 2021, Hurricane Ida landed on the Louisiana coast. The storm devastated coastal towns near the Gulf of Mexico, but had other plans for cities deep within the United States. By August 31st, Ida had weakened to a tropical depression as it moved into the southwestern Appalachian region. That's when she kicked off a massive tornado outbreak, spawning 36 storms between Louisiana and Massachusetts. One of those storms struck in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, just as this truck driver was arriving at the gas station. All he could do was sit, wait, and hope his rig could withstand the wind.
In Pennsylvania, Delaware, Montgomery, and Philadelphia, the flood warning remains in effect. The flood warning continues for the Swatara Creek and Harbor Tavern.
Grabe lakas ng bagyo sa kanila, oh. Kaya kailangan pangalagaan natin ang ating mundo. Lalo na si Mother Earth.
From late tonight until further notice. At 3:15 p.m. Wednesday, the stage was 6.4 feet. Flood stage is 9.0 feet. Moderate flooding is forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage late this evening to a crest of 14.8 feet tomorrow morning. It will then fall below flood stage Friday afternoon. Impact at 9.0 feet. Several driveways and other minor roadways are affected. Water begins to enter some basements. Impact at 10.0 feet. High water isolates several houses. Impact at 12.0 feet. A number of secondary roads are closed, resulting in some evacuation.
Maybe they shouldn't have let that tornado warn.
Grabe. May tornado pala yun. Buti na lang dito sa atin, walang ganong katinding tornado. Kung meron man, hindi namang ganong katindi. Sa kanila, grabe, oh. Buti na lang dito sa atin, walang ganyan.
Warning expire. For a split second, you can see our driver gripping his steering wheel for dear life. He's lucky his seatbelt kept him in place, or the force of his flipping truck would have slingshotted him into the ground. According to the National Weather Service, the Pennsylvania storm was an EF2 tornado, reaching wind speeds upwards of 130 miles per hour. Downed power lines covered main roads, and several homeowners watched their roofs fly away. The storm caused about $5 million worth of damage across Montgomery County. Overall, Ida-borne tornadoes caused over $13 million worth of damage across the United States. Yanjing County, China is a mountainous community in Yunnan province. It's home to nearly 500,000 people, many of whom live in the world's narrowest city. We are, of course, referring to the county seat of Yanjing City, built along the banks of the Nanxi River. It seems like a city wedged between two mountains is primed for landslides and rock falls. One of those rock falls struck on January 26th of 2000.
Ang dami kasing mga sa China, yung mga bundok eh. Kaya matindi ang sa kanila eh, kumbaga yung mga landslide. Dito rin naman din sa atin sa sa Pilipinas eh. Kaya kung mapapanood niyo sa mga balita, nagkakaroon ng yung mga massive landslide. Dahil habang tumatagal ang ulan kasi, tumalambutin kasi yung lupa eh.
2024. A local man was driving along the G85 Yinkun Expressway when his dashcam captured boulders rolling down the mountain.
Lalaking bato niya, no?
Our driver backed up as far as he could, worried that more rocks could fall at any moment. Once he was safe and convinced it was over, he left his car to investigate. Just look at how big some of these boulders are.
Oh, grabing lalaking bato. Oh! Imaginein mo na lang, nagda-drive ka ng sasakyan mo tapos biglang mayroong gugulong na bato tapos biglang tumama sa sasakyan mo. Ayan, no? Tulad niyan, no? May sasakyan na tinamaan. Wasak talagang sasakyan mo dito.
人走未走？你有两个人慢慢看到去。
Thankfully, the driver of the damaged car escaped with their life. They were taken to the hospital, where doctors got them to a stable condition. Their car, however, was totaled. They're lucky the boulder hit the back. A straight-on collision would have flattened their car like a pancake.
Buti nakaligtas yung driver. Yun yung pinakamagandang nangyari. Pero grabe yung lalaki ng tipak ng bato.
Pompano Beach, Florida is a small city between Boca Raton and Fort Lauderdale. Like any other Florida city, they experience random periods of intense rainfall. It'll happen out of nowhere and then be over in a flash. For most people, it's a part of daily Floridian life. On February 16th of 2016, one of those freak rainstorms struck. It was around 8 a.m., and this local Florida man was on his way to work. He thought the storm looked darker than usual, but wasn't too concerned. He kept on driving, oblivious to what was forming nearby.
Tornado?
Oh shit, I can't see! Who turned out the lights? What the f***? It's Armageddon!
You can see the tornado taking shape in the distance. Our driver, who was more concerned about slow morning commuters, had no idea what was happening. That's when debris began flying into the road. The trees swayed back and forth, and our driver finally realized he was caught in a freak Floridian tornado.
That's a swell there, boy. That's a swell. Okay, people, what the f***, y'all?
Oh, grabe.
Oh, shit, what the f***, dude? Get the f*** out of here, dumbass.
Ang masakit kasi dito kasi, ang lalaki ng mga debris, na yung tumatama sa kanila eh. Ang masakit nung kasi pag tinamaan. Yun. Kaya, buti na lang dito. Maswerte pa rin tayo. Walang mga ganyang kalaking tornado. Kung meron man, hindi naman ganong kalala eh. Mga maliliit lang eh. Ang matindi kasi sa atin dito is bagyo. Yun talaga. Dito sa kanila, grabe ang ano sa kanila eh. Ang bagyo eh.
Yo, get the f*** out of the f***ing way, you dumbass! Wanna f***ing sit down how to hit your car? Dumbasses! Yo, f***ing a battered f***ing window! That was just in a f***ing hurricane, dude! That's awesome!
Was our cameraman right to whip into the oncoming lane and then yell at other drivers? Probably not. He said fight or flight kicked in and he didn't feel like sitting around waiting for what he thought was a hurricane to pass. Later, he learned that an EF1 tornado had touched down near Hard Rock Stadium. It caused a few minor injuries, triggered a fire, and tore the roofs off of several houses. The Hard Rock storm was one of 3 tornadoes to strike Florida that morning. Even though most people think of hurricanes when they picture the Sunshine State, tornadoes are still common. Thankfully, most never exceed EF2 intensity. Between 1950 and 2022, there were no EF5s and only 2 EF4s.
Sa kanila kasi ang bagyo eh. Sa atin kasi dito, 'di ba, mga signal number 1, signal number 2, signal number 3, 4 ganyan. Sa kanila kasi category, ganun yung ano nila eh. Category 1, Yun nga, Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, Cat 4, Cat 5. Sa tornado, meron ding ano sila, kumbaga yung category EF1, EF2, EF3, parang ganun eh. EF4 hanggang EF5 eh. Mas matindi yung EF5, ganun kasi kumbaga ganun ka talaga yung kalala, yung tornado na. Kapag ganun na yung category, yung mga EF5, EF4, mga ganyan.
In the United States, we have devastating forest fires. In Australia, they have catastrophic brush fires. Between November 25th and December 2nd of 2015, a massive fire moved across South Australia. It burned over 200,000 acres and caused over $170 million in damages. The day the fire started, firefighters rushed toward danger to try and head the flames off. But, as we know, fire is unpredictable. It can speed up and change direction at a moment's notice. As fire
Totoo naman din yun. Ang sunog napaka-unpredictable niyan eh. Yung iba kasing sunog kasi, yung iba mabagal lang mag-layab sa una eh. Pero yung iba mabilis eh. Depende sa depende sa lugar kung saan nasusunog eh. Dito kasi mabilis talaga sumiklab ang apoy dito. Gawa nga ng may mga puno, may mga damo. Ang nakakaawa kasi yung mga hayop. Yung iba nasusunog, yung iba naman nakakaligtas. Thank God naman. Kaya yung mga ganito, hindi biro to. Ito, mas nakakatakot to sa multo. Pag ito nangyari sa mundo. Kahit multo dito, wash out.
Firefighters raced down the road. They quickly realized they wouldn't reach the other side.
Grabe ang usok oh.
Stop at this location. Stop. Well, we are going to get pumping here. Actually, we are near the head of this fire. Get up here to it.
Here it comes, the head's coming. Nick, slow down.
We need to
We're going to go into burnover very, very quickly now. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Get the fucking pumpkin!
Grabing usok. Napaatras ang bundero eh.
Burnover, Scotty.
Bumangga.
Jesus Christ! Shut up!
Jennifer, if any units are out.
I've activated Mato.
The fire had completely engulfed their trucks. Burnover mode was their only option. Unfortunately, burnover is the last word any firefighter wants to hear.
We are on Mosley's Road, Wilshire. I say go back When
firefighters enter burnover mode, they either slip into heat-resistant bags or deploy protective curtains made of the same material. It looks like thick aluminum foil. It keeps them safe as the fire burns over their trucks or the immediate area. Meanwhile, hoses will douse the trucks in water to keep them cool and not engulfed.
Ang galing sa kanila, no? Pag once na nasusunog na yung fire truck, may safety sila na ginagawa. Ayan, oh. Kinokobera nila nung, di ko lang alam anong tawag dyan sa kulay silver na yan eh. Kumbaga para ma-prevent sila sa apoy. Tapos, nag-i-sprinkle ng tubig yung fire truck nila. Ang galing eh, no? High-tech sa kanila.
Engulfed in flames. Burnover drills are a last resort because they can't last forever. Firefighters have to hope the blaze moves on and they're not left sitting in the middle of it. Thankfully, these brave Australian firefighters made it out alive. Others weren't as lucky, as the Pinery fire put dozens in the hospital and burned down 87 homes. Clarksville, Tennessee is a major city off Route 24, about 50 miles northwest of Nashville. It's next door to Fort Campbell, home to the 101st Airborne Division. On December 9th of 2023, a tornado touched down on top of Fort Campbell, slightly north of Sabre Airfield. It passed through rural areas outside the city before intensifying to EF3 strength. That's when it crossed Highway 41 and smashed into some local businesses. This driver had no idea he was heading into the eye of the storm until it was too late. 25-year-old Cameron was driving past the Wendy's on Tinytown Road. Ominous clouds loomed overhead, and light rain began falling on his car. Then, out of nowhere, an electric transformer exploded. Debris began falling from the sky as 150-mile-per-hour winds battered Cameron's car. Another box exploded in bright blue sparks. Cameron said, "Nope," and turned down a residential street. But that's when all hell broke loose. Cameron could hardly see 10 feet ahead as debris smashed his car and cracked his windshield. He's lucky he didn't strike any other vehicles as he raced beneath bending power lines. He finally made it out of the danger zone and never looked back. It's too bad the video has no audio, or else we'd have let it play, but I think the footage more than speaks for itself. In the end, our driver was fine. A bit shaken up, surely, but thankfully uninjured. The Clarksville storm lasted over an hour and traced a 48-mile path of destruction. It caused millions of dollars in damages and was one of the worst tornadoes to hit the city since the late 90s.
Grabe yun. Yung nagda-drive ka sa sa kalsada tapos ganun pa yung aabutan mo, ganun kalakas na tornado. Kung ako yan, mapapabalik talaga ako eh. Hindi pa ganun kalakas, ibabalik ko na kagad yung sasakyan ko eh. Kasi napakadelikado talaga pag halimbawa sumuong ka sa ganung yung bagyo. Kahit bagyo na lang eh. Napalagyan na natin signal number 4. Tapos isusuong mo yung sarili mo. Nagda-drive ka. Mapapabalik ka talaga kung saan ka talaga manggagaling eh. Sabi sa kanila.
On April 3rd of 2024, a powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck the east coast of Taiwan near
Ito talaga delikado. Sapato, lindol.
Hualien City. The county-level city, home to roughly 100,000 people, was just starting its day when the ground began shaking around 8 a.m. local time. A commuter on their way to work had their dashcam rolling when the earthquake struck the highway overpass. Every car on the road shook like it was on a spring. The bus on our driver's left nearly toppled over.
Ang lakas niya, no?
As bad as it looks, the Taiwan earthquake could have caused a lot more damage. In fact, only a handful of buildings collapsed in a city with tens of thousands of structures. That's because Taiwan has been preparing for this moment since 1999, after the Chi-Chi earthquake, the worst in Taiwanese history, claimed 2,400 lives and leveled thousands of buildings. Ever since, there hasn't been a building project in Taiwan that hasn't undergone strict earthquake testing. All new projects, like these highways, are built to withstand powerful quakes. On January 1st of 2024, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake rang in the Japanese New Year. It struck just after 4 p.m. on the Noto Peninsula, a stretch of land off the Ishikawa prefecture. The ground shook for 50 harrowing seconds, but that's not where the destruction ended. The earthquake triggered a tsunami that took many Noto residents by surprise. The Shiromaru district, which faces the bay on Noto's eastern coast, was hit especially hard. Waves washed onto the streets, washing anything away that wasn't bolted down. Dashcam footage from a parked car shows how violent the earthquake was. In fact,
Lakas din
this
yan.
event was the most powerful tremor to hit the Ishikawa prefecture since 1885. It was also the strongest to hit mainland Japan since the 2011 earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster. Buildings rock back and forth, and those power lines look like they're on the verge of collapse. On average, earthquakes only last between 10 and 30 seconds, so people around Noto began to worry when this one eclipsed the 40-second mark. Just when they thought they were clear, tsunami
Ayan na, oh.
waves began
Tsunami,
crashing over the sea walls. Water flooded the streets.
Kasi pag once na lumindol kasi, ang binabantayan dyan, hindi lang yung yung babagsak na debris, babagsak na mga buildings, hindi lang yun eh. Pati tsunami binabantayan yan. Kasi pag once na lumindol yan, matik yan. Pati yung tubig, gumagalaw yan. Kumbaga parang maglalagay ka ng, yung imagine mo, lagay ka ng tubig sa batya, tapos sipa-sipain mo. Ganun yung mangyayari.
Carrying debris and other loose objects. This poor tire shop owner probably lost his entire inventory. The water even gets high enough to move our parked car. Thankfully, it doesn't go very far. From the rear, you can clearly see the earthquake leaving large cracks in the road. Some of the pavement even pops up and breaks loose. It's a small example of how vulnerable we are to Mother Nature and how much damage she can do with ease. After some time, the camera cuts and the tsunami wave rolls in. Like before, the street is full of debris, and at one point, our car even begins to float. Thankfully, the tsunami was relatively small in comparison to others and subsided soon after. The Noto earthquake damaged or destroyed nearly 50,000 homes. Most of them were full of families at home celebrating New Year's Day, which Japan recognizes as a public holiday. According to government estimates, the earthquake will cost Japan over $17 billion in repairs.
Ang mga ganitong klaseng yung mga natural disaster, wala talagang pinipiling araw yan eh. Basta pag once na tumama yan sa lugar nyo, talagang masasabi kong grabe. Yung ganyang din tol kasi naranasan ko na yan eh. Na nandun pa ako mismo sa trabaho ko. Talagang umuuga talaga, nakakahilo. Grabe, pag lindol talaga. Yan, mga delikado, lindol, bagyo, yan. Tornado, wala naman kasi dito sa atin. Kung meron man, sabi ko nga, hindi naman ganun katindi. Kaya, sabi ko, mahalin natin ang Mother Earth natin. Kasi pag once na nagalit yan, isang pitik lang, ganyan ang mangyayari.
Luzhou, China is a prefecture-level city in Sichuan province. Fun fact, it's known as the Liquor City and is famous for its alcoholic beverages. Everyone's drink of choice is baijiu, a clear liquid distilled from grain with a 60% ABV. It packs a punch after a long day. On May 24th of 2023, a trucker was driving through the crowded streets of Luzhou. His bed was loaded with dirt, and all he could think about was getting off his shift and enjoying a glass of baijiu. A random sinkhole decided to ruin his after-work plans. Our dashcam follows the trucker as he navigates a busy road. Then, suddenly, the back end dips, and the whole truck falls into a massive sinkhole. It almost pulls another car down with it. Our driver takes a few moments to collect himself before popping the door open.
Ito pa yung isang delikado. Yung ganyan, yung mga sinkhole. Pag once na, di ba, nagdadrive ka ng sasakyan. Tapos hindi mo ina-expect, pagdaan mo, bigla kang nahulog na yung sasakyan mo na hindi mo inaasahan. Ito gusto kong i-search to kung ano ba talaga ang cause kung bakit nagkakaroon ng sinkhole eh. May mga time to, i-search ko to kung bakit. Kasi marami na ako nakikitang ganyan eh, sa mga dito, napapanood ko sa YouTube, yung mga sinkhole. Yun. Minsan nga, gawa ko ng reaction video yung yung mga sinkhole. So, grabe to. Hulog talaga yung truck eh. Grabe.
哦，这个是怎么会弄空啊？这个。看一下，哇，这边。
At least the hole is partially filled now, right? According to reports, the sinkhole covered over 320 square feet. Thankfully, our driver made it out safely and nobody else got hurt. Lopburi, Thailand is a small city about 90 miles northeast of Bangkok. It's home to roughly 58,000 people who, fun fact, share the city with nearly 5,000 crab-eating monkeys. All the monkeys were indoors on May 7th of 2020 when a powerful thunderstorm moved over the city. A local Lopburi man was driving home from work as strong winds pushed against the power lines on either side of the road. Once one fell, they all came down.
Babagsakan yung mga poste ng kuryente, oh. Grabe. Tama yung ginawa niya rito na kumaliwa na siya kasi kung didiretso pa siya kasi delikado eh. Kasi nagbabagsakan na yung mga poste ng kuryente. Ayan, no? Kaya kumbaga naganap na siya ng ibang madadaanan niya eh. Kasi mas delikado pa pag once na dumiretso pa siya.
Our driver, Anon C. Phanom, said he was lucky to be alive. A few more feet, and he would have been toast. He did the smart thing and got off the road before the other set fell. According to the CDC, if a power line falls on your car while you're still inside, you should stay put with the engine running. The ground under your vehicle could electrocute you if you step on it while touching the car. However, your car's outer shell will keep you safe if you stay inside. The only reason you should ever exit before help arrives is if your car catches fire. But at that point, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you have to get out, ensure you're not touching the ground and the car simultaneously. It helps if you jump as far away as you can. Just try not to land on the power lines.
Delikado, yun, tama na din naman talaga. Delikado rin kasi kapag once na pwede kasing mag-ano yan eh, yung masunog na rin yung sasakyan mo dyan eh. Kaya tama lang na iniwas niya yung sasakyan niya eh. Kasi kung yun nga, sabi ko nga, kung diretso pa siya, mas delikado. Kaya tama lang din yung ginawa niya. Kaya mas sabi kong good move yun.
Bijie, China is a prefecture-level city in Guizhou province. It's home to about 6.5 million people who recently learned a valuable lesson about black ice. It was January of 2023. Even for a province in southern China, Guizhou can still get pretty cold in winter. Now you can't tell from our dashcam, but more cars keep adding to the pile. Eventually, the expressway was locked in one of the worst traffic jams we have ever seen. Imagine being stuck in the back, wondering why nothing is moving. Luckily, nobody got seriously injured during the pileup. Police eventually cleared the road, and salt trucks came by to remove the ice. By then, it was too late. Maybe next time, they'll salt the roads before everything turns into an ice rink. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
So, yun. Grabe, takot yun. Ito yung mas nakakatakot pa sa multo eh. Kasi ito, pwedeng mangyari to eh. Grabe kasi ang multo, wala. Pag nagpakita sa'yo, wala na, tatakutin ka lang. Ito talaga. Pwedeng mangyari to sa atin. Grabe. Well, anyway, tapos na naman tayo sa pagre-react dito kay Underworld. Ang gaganda ng mga video nito ni Underworld. Most horrific natural disaster caught on dash cam. So, subscribe nyo si Underworld. Ang gaganda ng mga videos na ito. And syempre, nyo na rin. Bisitahin nyo, i-subscribe nyo. Yun. So, huwag nyo rin ako kalimutan i-subscribe dito sa aking channel. Like, share, comment, hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa aking daily upload. So, thank you sa panonood at see you sa susunod na disaster.